baby. Raising hell today, okay? Bring the juice today, brother. That's it.
You're going to be standing right next to me, man?
Let's go. That's what we do now. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's do a thing now. Hang on, kid. Hang on, kid.
Run.
Far side of the 10. Step on to the 5. Head for the end zone. What a play. What a play.
Derrick Henry was on my team, so I'm going to go Texans, I guess.
Yeah, he's on Tennessee, though.
Oh.
You tried. You went for it. I appreciate it. This is Up the Gut, live.
100%.
Welcome to Up the Gut, the show that is changing the game. What game is that? It is football shows on YouTube. That game, it's here. It's there. It's everywhere, and we're changing everything about it. But I couldn't change it alone, because I got to have my right-hand man, the wingman extraordinaire, King Cold himself, Matthew Ehlers.
Yeah,
What's up?
I'm King Cold because I have a cold.
Yeah, I thought it'd be relevant.
Yep.
What's up, Matt?
Oh, just being sick, but I wouldn't have missed this.
You wouldn't miss it ever. So you got that Rona?
No, I ain't got the Rona, just a cold.
Well, that's what you get for living up in the north where it's cold and it's supposed to snow today.
It's supposed to snow tomorrow and Friday.
Well, whatever. That's your own fault. Stop living up there.
With the highs both days, I believe, in the 30s.
Whew. No, it's it's cold here. No, you stop that. So, are you gonna be able to handle this one?
I'll be able to handle it. I didn't get all of my work done, but I got most of it.
Well, you got time. We'll get through it. And Digits is on the same line as me. He's pretty sure he got COVID.
I mean, it'll give me a reason to miss work and got a couple unemployment checks. I guess I won't complain about that.
I figure if you weren't sick, you would have got your homework done.
I don't know, because I did it the long way because I'm stupid.
No, it's all right. So I will say, for anybody watching, if you are watching, Up the Gut Instagram actually gave a sneak peek of my picks for the everybody's schedule. Everybody's win-loss record is on our Instagram at Up the Gut. So if you don't want to wait for the fun, because I don't think we'll go through everybody's rankings or everybody's win-loss record, but we'll probably go through division winners. But that's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
We're going to do our way too early predictions. Division winners, playoffs, Super Bowl.
That's right.
If we can get through Matt's homework, we'll see.
I mean, there's only one division I don't have done, and I got a pretty good idea who's going to win that division. So,
all right. Well, mine wasn't horribly surprising. It was pretty much what I thought it'd be, but there was one big surprise that I'm looking forward to revealing to people. But before we get into that, do we have any not so breaking off-season news? I don't even know. Do we need to kick that segment going, or?
I mean, we always could. There's not going to be much to it this week.
All right. Well, let's see what's not so breaking. Truck, roll the footage.
Not so breaking off-season news.
Woo.
So, what's not so breaking right now?
Antonio Brown had to get knee surgery.
Oh, that is something.
Yeah, so that's why they haven't re-signed him, but the Bucs aren't worried about it. He should be back in time.
See, I thought they'd already signed him.
Marquise Brown of the Ravens, he took Flacco's number 5 jersey.
Hollywood, you son of a bitch! There's only one man that should ever have wore that 5 jersey, and he's throwing bombs.
He's not throwing anything right now.
Not right now. No one is right now, except the rookies. The rookies are throwing something.
And Penei Sewell signed his rookie deal.
Okay, they're getting through a lot of them. I know. I think all but like 1 or 2 of the Bills picks have been signed. So,
yeah, 4 years, $24 million. That's really good for a rookie.
Yeah, I mean they got a rookie wage scale, so it's not going to be. I mean, they're not going to be able to get crazy. It's going to be within a.
I mean, that's good for especially a rookie offensive lineman.
I imagine it's what it is. I mean, he is it's probably where he was drafted. He was what, 9, 8 or 9, 7? 7. He was 7.
Big.
So That makes sense because I think it's top 10 and then the next 15 or something. I don't know.
And
I don't work for the NFL.
And that includes a $14.8 million signing bonus.
Nice. Good for him. He's going to be a beast. I hope
I
I'm not
hope
wrong
so.
about that one.
I'm going to feel a little bit upset if he gets paid all that money and turns to be a bust.
Well, I mean, that would be, especially as much as I've talked him up, that would be horrible.
I mean, not entirely for me because he plays for the Lions. So if the
That's
Lions,
all right.
if the Lions are still bad, that's good for me.
Well, the Lions did finish last in the division in my pick, so you'll probably be okay. Offensive lineman can make a good offensive line can make a bad quarterback look good, but ultimately they're not going to be the game changers.
Right.
Now, unless you have someone like Joe Burrow who can't stay healthy, then they are game changers. So, anything else we got going?
Not really. Just literally nothing's changed in Rodgers' watch.
What'd you just say? Aaron Rodgers is going to play.
I hope so.
I just don't see how he could. I mean, you don't let someone like that go. And it's getting quiet now. And I heard he's finally thinking about breaking his silence. But when it comes down to it, he's going to play, and he's not going to be any more frustrated than he was last year. He's a competitor. He's not going to mess around.
I feel like he'll be a little upset if they don't get his deal reconstructed.
Oh, they'll get that done.
They better. Because if we don't have Aaron Rodgers, my picks are going to be very wrong.
Yeah, no, I agree on that. That would completely change my NFC North. All right, well, that is
That's
not breaking off-season news.
Not so breaking off-season news.
Woo. It honestly is an easy week this week as far as that goes.
Yeah, it's in that kind of quiet time. Rookie mini camps are going on. I haven't heard of any major injuries yet, which is good. A couple of signings off of the rookie mini camps have happened. I know. I think Chiefs signed someone. I think Bills signed someone. But nothing. Probably people that will make practice squad when it comes down to it. So nothing big really happening right now. So yeah, that's good. But you know what? Easy week on Not So Breaking Off Season News. Easy to subscribe to the channel.
It's that simple.
So simple.
Just 2 clicks.
Just 2 clicks.
2 clicks and you'll get all the updates.
So do you want to go ahead and break into it and get started on our way too early predictions?
I can bring in our way too early predictions because I think this will take a minute.
All right. Well, let's get into it. These are our way too early predictions. That's called recycling. All right. Well, I just we don't have to go through everybody's, but we can start off with the AFC North. Anything that sticks out with your picks? Basically who won it, and was there anybody that anything that surprised you outside of that pick wise?
I went through it all, and I was surprised because I had the Ravens and the Browns actually tying at the end of the season. I had them both at 11-6.
See, I had the Browns at 13-4 with winning the division, but the Ravens were 12-5.
Nope, I had them both 11-6, and the Ravens through tiebreakers will end up winning the division in mine.
See, Browns won it outright in mine. So Bengals weren't doing too well.
No.
Steelers were where I think they'll be, and this will probably be what I have them at 7-10, and that I think will spark Ben's retirement.
Well, see, I had the Steelers at 10-7.
Whew. You think a lot more of them than I do.
Yeah, well, because they're going to be healthier. I think they made some good draft picks. And they're going to do what they did last year. They're going to start off pretty hot. Then towards the end is when they'll start kind of tapering off.
Well, they have one of the toughest schedules, if I'm not mistaken, this year, which is not beneficial to them like it was last year. So I think that they'll be the same team they were last year. But instead of saying, oh, my gosh, how are they squeaking by on these? Well, they're bad teams. Well, now they're going to be good teams, and they're not going to squeak by. They're going to be on the losing end of it. And like I said, I think that's what's going to trigger Ben to retire next year.
Yeah.
So that one we're pretty close, same page. Browns and Ravens, and it's not off of the arm and the receivers of the Ravens that they're so good. It's going to be the running game and the defense. Let's not even pretend, you guys. Come on now. Now we got the AFC East, and I tell you, I talked to the ogre himself, Chad, earlier today, which I don't know if he'll join us or not. He's busy man, but he had said we should call it our ultra biased too early prediction. But I would call it that for the comedy aspect of it, but at the same point, we've never been really that biased about it. I mean, I've been telling you this stuff for 5-10 years. We've been doing this just outside of shows, and it wasn't until here recently that I started picking the Bills to do good. So There is a little bit of bias in here, I think. But then if you look at the schedule of the Buffalo Bills, you'll realize that there's maybe only 4 games that should be difficult.
Right.
So
that's not what I saw because I had them at 14-3.
See, I had them at 16-1.
Wow.
I think they can beat the Colts. I think that we're going to have that revenge game against the Titans. And then what was the other? There's one other, not Kansas City, because Kansas City is the only loss I have.
Yeah.
But so I just think that, if we get to rolling like we can roll, that's where I have them. And I have them not only winning the division, but winning first seat in the AFC. So other than that, I have a very down AFC East.
Yeah.
Dolphins at 6-11, Patriots at 5-12, and the Jets at 3-14.
I had you guys at 14-3. I got you losing the opener, the Steelers, only because it's the opener.
Yeah, but it's at Buffalo, and Josh Allen, I believe, is 2-0 against Big Ben.
Yeah.
So
and then I got you guys losing to the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Me too. What's the third one? Do you remember?
The losing in Tampa Bay.
Okay. See, I don't see that. That's the Tom Brady game. That was the one I couldn't remember. That was the other one that could be tough, but I think we got that one. So obviously, I think we got that one. But I gave him, the chances of going 17-0 is so slim.
Yeah.
I figured if we're going to lose I figured we'd lose 2 or 3, but after going through the schedule, the harder games we usually get at home. So I rolled with it. Anyway,
but
AFC South. Oh, go ahead.
Just real quick, though. But yeah, in the East, I actually got the Patriots at 12-5.
Wow. See,
because the defense is going to be so much better.
The defense, the problem I have with them is they spent so much money on free agents, and that's just not the way to win. So will they be good? Maybe.
But
they've got some good teams to go against.
All their defensive stars that opted out are coming back.
Yeah, but they haven't played in a year.
But they didn't just sit at home.
And then they're not sitting up all the time with Cam Newton or Mac Jones at quarterback. They're not going to have that lead to where, they can tee off like the defenses of old. This is going to be a whole different game. And I just don't, they'll win some, but I don't, maybe I'm wrong. But they're going to be right in that middle of the pack. I don't think they're going to be double-digit wins.
No,
I don't think so. Now, I could be very wrong. Who did you give?
I think there could be a lot of close games.
Who'd you give the Bucks Patriots game to?
I give that to the Bucks.
Me too. All right, AFC South.
I believe I have the Titans winning it again.
I do too.
Yeah, the Titans at 13-4.
See, I had them at 12-5, so we're pretty close there. I actually had the Colts at 10-7, which I thought they'd be better because I'm riding that Wentz bandwagon. But
I have the Colts at 10-7.
We're getting after it. Jaguars and then Texans the worst.
No, Jaguars are the worst in mine.
Really? You're going to let the hodgepodge Houston Texans with Tyrod Taylor and 900 running backs be better than the Jaguars with 10 teams?
Not a whole lot better.
Okay. Well,
they're both still pretty terrible.
Yeah, I had them both pretty terrible too, but Texans were worse. Then I had in the AFC West, I had the Chargers winning. I'm just kidding. I had the Chiefs winning.
Yeah.
I had the Chiefs at 15-2, losing to the Packers, and I can't remember who the other team was.
I got the Chiefs at 14-3, and I have them beating the Packers.
I think that's one that's going to be a surprise where the Packers come and just annihilate, because the Packers actually didn't even do as good as I thought they would in my picks. So, but I did have the Chargers at 10-7 and the Raiders at 9-8.
I have the Raiders at 7-10, and I also have the Chargers at 10-7.
See, I mean, we can't be too far off. I mean, this has to be very general consensus of thinking if you're taking out biases. I mean, I don't necessarily like the Chiefs, but I think they did enough that they're going to still maintain a really, really good team.
Oh yeah, they didn't really lose anybody.
No, and they retooled that offensive line completely.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Mahomes isn't going anywhere for a very long time.
No, not at all. So we're cooking through this.
Yeah.
Maybe now's the time to have a word from our sponsor. Oh wait, we don't have any sponsors. So if you'd like to sponsor Up the Gut, you can email us at patrickandmattupthegut@gmail.com, or find us on the socials and message us, write us, or just write in the comments.
Yeah. I'm still looking for comments. Don't see any.
No, it's a pretty quiet show today. Not a lot of people jumping on right now, but that's okay. Because you know what? If you're watching this later, which it's starting to be more common, a lot of stuff going on Wednesdays. We're getting to the summertime.
Yeah.
People are getting busy. So we don't fault you. But if you are watching, throw a comment down. If this is archived, just comment. We'll read it. We'll respond to you just like you're here live with us right now.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got
how everybody knew I was going to have a cold. They're like, we don't want to listen to that.
I want to listen to it, Matt. We've been talking. Actually, I've been talking a lot about you lately. I'm gearing up, trying to get stuff ready for whenever you're here, so we can do the show live and in person together. Not if you have a cold, though. You stay away.
Yeah, no. Digits is working on his car.
Well, stop it. This is Up the Gut time.
Yeah, you're working on your car. Clearly, your car's not going anywhere.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you the official quarterback of Up the Gut.
That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. I don't care what they all say. That's right. I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay. We work hard, then we all play. Yeah. I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right. So I refuse to waste time, man.
Bow.
Old Forester.
I'm watching on my TV right now, right over here.
Yep.
I've got Matt Rewalt and or Aiden English doing a whiskey show. I'm very upset that our times conflict because I watched about 30 minutes before I went live. And it's a good show. So if you haven't watched it, it's Wrestling with Whiskey. I just found it like 4 days ago, and I have just been deep diving into his videos. He did whiskey, and then he does like wrestling interviews. So, not that I'm trying to get him on the show, but he keeps avoiding it. So we're going to try. But if you haven't watched it, don't watch it right now because, he's live too. So just stay away from it right now. Watch it when it's archived, but check out his other videos. All right.
We got him on the show. He can sing us a song.
Oh, he could, because he is got the voice of an angel.
That's
and
right.
I was going to tell him whenever I watched him, I went to SmackDown. I was 2 rows back in Kansas City. Him and Rusev. Rusev was wrestling, so he's around the ring, his manager guy,
right?
And he's the heel at the time, so everybody's just like, F you, Aiden, and going off on him. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to get his attention, I've got to be different than the crowd. So I looked at him. I'm like, hey, Aiden. And he just like locks eyes with me. I go, you're very fashionable. And he goes, just like cracked a smile for half a second. So I got him to break character for a half a second.
Nice.
But anyway, so that's my story I want to tell him. But I was getting him on here, but it'd have to be a taste stuff because apparently we share time frames.
Yep.
All right. Well, you heard of our official quarterback, and now we're moving on to the NFC. So we're going to see where that official quarterback's going to land. But first, we're going to start with the NFC North and see what Ehlers thinks his Packers are going to do. Is he biased?
They're going to go 14-3.
Who? I have them at 13-4. And it's main reason is you have a lot of running quarterbacks when you guys are on the road. And so I'm not having a lot of faith in your defense yet.
Yeah, because I have us losing to the Ravens,
Yeah, I have you losing to Arizona.
lose to the Chiefs. I think offensively we can stick around in that one.
See, I think it's on the road in Arizona, and again with Kyler Murray, and apparently, I think a lot of Arizona this year.
Yeah, I don't have them win their division, but I think I had them with a pretty good record.
Well, I did not have Green Bay won the division, but they did not win the NFC for me. Now, surprisingly, Chicago Bears, I am a Justin Fields fan now. If you haven't heard, I have them 11-6.
I got the Bears at 8-9.
See, I don't know. I just the more I hear about Justin Fields, I think young Russell Wilson, and I didn't think much of him before the draft, but everything he's done since the draft has me like Team Fields. I think he may be the best one of them all.
He might be, but their schedule is so tough.
I don't know. Like I said, I went through every week, the weekly schedule, and I just looked at the game. I picked a winner. It's based off how I feel about the team, kind of a gut feel. If they're on the road, if they're at home, you know. And I know that's tough for a rookie quarterback to come out 11-6 with a tough schedule. But like I said, Team Fields over here. Hashtag Team Fields up the gut. Other than that, Vikings not very good. Lions, Penei Sewell can't win it for them, but they're on the rebuild. And I did give the Goff Stafford game to Goff and the Lions. I don't know.
I gave that one to the Rams.
I figured you would, and it's and I have the Rams doing really good, but we'll jump over into the NFC East. Yeah, and I have for the second year in a row the Cowboys winning it. So let's see if Dak can stay healthy. But I only have them at 11-6.
But that wouldn't be the second year in a row because Washington won last year.
No, I had them picked to win last year.
Oh,
we just don't have the audio.
Gotcha.
I said, when I meant to say this when I introduced the show, but this is the show that is going to get referenced in January and February because we dropped blockbusters on this. This last year, we talked about the Colts being good. We talked about the Browns winning the division, which they didn't, but they were that close, literally a game away from winning that division. We have Kansas City, Buffalo, which wasn't a game breaker, but we had that picked as the AFC Championship game on this show last year. Yeah. So we will refer to this one, and there'll be some stuff that comes out of this, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Up the Gut did that. And we did. And this is what's going to get us on the map because people are going to come to us for their too early predictions because we're maybe not me, but Matt can get it.
But I got the Cowboys winning also, but I don't have them quite as good as you do.
11-6. What wins it there?
I got it at 9-8.
Whew. See, I actually have the Washington football team at 10-7.
I have them at 8-9.
But I think very little of the Eagles. I only have them winning 4 games.
I only have winning 5.
And the Giants only winning 4 too. And I thought I'd think more of the Giants, but the Giants start off like 3 or 4-0, and then they just went on a fucking slide. Pardon my language, a flipping slide.
See, I got the Giants at 2-15, and they don't win their 2 for me towards the second half of the season.
And I thought the Giants would be better for what they put in, but then with some of those defenses they were going up against and having Daniel Jones still, I couldn't do it. So that takes us into the NFC South.
Yeah.
Who do you got winning that one?
The Bucs.
I can predict one major difference we're going to have here.
What's that?
I think you're going to have the Falcons a lot worse than I do.
Probably. I didn't get to them, but I'm pretty sure they got quite a few losses on here.
Yeah, so I have the Bucs 1-2, but I haven't won at 10-7. But I have the Falcons winning at 10-7, but the Bucs won the tiebreakers.
I got the Bucs at 14-3.
Ooh, whew, whew.
But here's my crazy pick for the Bucs. They lose the opener to the Cowboys.
I have them losing that one too.
Oh, maybe it's not that crazy then.
It could be, man. We could be. I mean, we weren't feeling the Bucs last year. I think we both had them in 8-8 with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was the one that got away from us. Like we started off being right, but then the Bucs found their stuff, they found their juice, and they won a Super Bowl. Did not have that here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we both might have predicted the AFC contender with the Chiefs, but that was the easy pick.
Yeah, they've been to what two
Two in a row, almost three.
almost three.
Yeah, they had that one with the D Ford or whoever it was, or Dante Poe, whoever it was, lined up off sides, and they lost to the Patriots.
Yep.
All right, now here's the big one. We have the NFC West. And I actually have this as probably the best division in football.
It could be, absolutely.
I have the Cardinals winning it at 13-4. I have the Rams at 12-5 and the Seahawks at 10-7.
Wow, you got the Niners in last.
And the Niners are in last. And the thing is, as I watched this happen, they started off better. They're going to see Trey Lance for the end of the season. I don't think you'll see him at the beginning, but there is a slide there where we'll see Trey Lance.
See, with the Niners getting their defense at full strength, I got them winning the division.
I thought I would. I thought they'd be a lot better, but then as it went through, it just didn't work. But I have the Arizona Cardinals winning, and having beaten the Packers, they got the tiebreaker. So I have the Arizona Cardinals number 1 seed in the NFC.
Wow.
That is the bomb there.
That's the big one.
That is like my pocket quarterback jumping up out of my pocket, woo, winning the NFC, getting that bye week.
I mean, I have to run through it again. Like I said, I didn't get all my standings done, but I might have the Niners as the best team in the NFC.
That is crazy. See, I just
and
I'm a Niners fan, but something just doesn't click with them, and they hit that slide, and I think Trey Lance starts, and maybe next year we'll see. But I'm a Niners fan, man. I don't know why, but it didn't click.
I mean, other than their division, their schedule is not that tough.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I just maybe it was some of the road stuff because, like I said, I didn't exactly say which ones they won or lost. I just tallied the shit up, the stuff up. Well, I don't think since you didn't quite get your homework done because of the COVID, I actually did a bracket for the playoffs where they would have fallen and who would have played who.
Yeah.
But I imagine without doing that, you can probably figure out who's going to be your AFC championship, who's going to be your NFC championship.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine.
I have the Bills finally taking the AFC.
See, I have Buffalo KC as a second round, but Buffalo having won the 1 seed, this is a game played in Buffalo, and I have Buffalo winning and going to the Super Bowl. Do you have Buffalo KC as your AFC championship game?
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody in the AFC North is going to make a deep run.
No, I think Cleveland really made some strides this year. I like that we're talking like it just happened, but I think Cleveland will make strides this year. And they're going to definitely be a contender. But as long as you got Allen and Mahomes and they have their weapons, it's going to be hard because I just don't think Baker's the quarterback those two are. I mean, he's good enough in what he does and the team he has, having the run support he does, but he just isn't. He isn't the quarterback those two are. I think Josh Allen could, really make some surprises. He's either going to fall off a cliff or he's going to surprise a lot of people with just how good he is.
For your sake, I hope he doesn't jump off that cliff because.
No, but that's the only look behind me. Remember back in the day when Joe Flacco was our official quarterback? That was so fun. But we got a good official quarterback who I think will go 10-7. And I think just missed the playoffs.
I don't know that they might squeak into that 7 spot.
They could, but the NFC has some good stuff there.
Yeah.
I had the Rams, Chicago, and the Seattle as your wild cards. So,
yeah, I can definitely see that.
Anyway, so in the NFC Championship game, I'm going to have the Arizona Cardinals versus the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be in Arizona in a rematch.
But that's not a rematch.
It is of the season.
Oh, okay. I thought you were the NFC Championship game.
No. Sorry, I should clarify. A rematch from earlier in the season, like the Buffalo Kansas City game, and where I had Kansas City winning during the season and Buffalo winning the playoffs. I have Arizona winning in the season and Green Bay winning in the playoffs. For the first time ever that I've done it, I am calling for the Up the Gut Bowl.
I don't
Green
know.
Bay versus Buffalo. Super Bowl.
I want that so bad, but
in LA.
Yeah. Something is
And
telling
if
me
you
that
guys would tell your mom about us, we could get press passes and we could be there. Sorry.
with your moms.
Your moms, damn it.
We would take your moms to the Super Bowl. We're gentlemen.
Yes. Ayler's especially. I mean, look at that face. Gentlemen.
That sick face. Anyway, though, something inside me is telling me that the Bucks are going to repeat as NFC champions.
Really?
Yes.
No, God, I would die on the inside. I may not be able to do the show anymore if that happens. I don't think they're that good, honestly. I think people think they're that good because of what they did to Kansas City, but they got a really good game plan, caught Kansas City on a downtime. Patrick Mahomes was about to have a baby. The coach's son just almost killed a girl, and he's probably going to be in prison now. You had an overconfident Chiefs team. I just think that the Bucks were running on all cylinders while Kansas City hit that wall of everything around them, and they got lucky. I think if that game's played 10 times, the Chiefs win it 75% of the time.
It's not just into the Chiefs, though. It's that whole second half of the season.
I didn't see them being that good other than the Green Bay game, which I call questionable officiating, which I know is horrible to do, and bad coach calls, obviously, with that Green Bay game.
Yeah.
And then who else did they beat in the playoffs? They beat a Washington football team that they barely beat, Taylor Heineke. Like, it wasn't anything overwhelming the way I remember it. I just kept expecting them to lose, but they hit the sauce and they won it, and I can't take that away from them. They were the better team every day they played that, by the end result. But I don't think they're as good as what people are making them out to be. It's the Tom Brady mystique. It's the, oh my gosh, they must be just the best team ever. But that's why, I still haven't won in the division. I give them the benefit of the doubt, but I only have them at 10-7. They're not a dominant team. In fact, I have them losing first round of the playoffs and wild card round to the Rams. Because if Aaron Donald gets his chance at Tom Brady, he's not going to chase Young it and dance around him. He is going to murder that dude. Yeah. I'm just saying. And Matt Stafford in the playoffs, could you imagine how excited he is throwing to Robert Woods? I don't even know who's on that team, and they're going to annihilate. So, sorry. You make your pick, but I will defend mine.
I hope you're right. I just see the Bucks getting better is what it is. Because
do you have the Bucks playing Green Bay again, or you have? I know that you haven't really got to work through it, so take your time in answering the question.
I do. We're going to have the same matchup to the NFC Championship game, but I think this one's going to be played in Tampa, and just something's going to go wrong again, and Tampa's going to go back to the Super Bowl. But they will lose to the Bills.
Okay, so we both have Buffalo winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, I hope we get the Up the Gut Bowl. One, I know how hard both of us take it when our teams lose, especially in the playoffs, and how that gets. I understand how that is. So I don't want to see that happen because I almost called in like a wellness report on you to make sure people go check on you. Myself, it took me literally like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks before I got over that. So, but also, no matter who won, if it was a Green Bay Buffalo, I would be upset. Vernon. I have the Patriots at a meager 5-12, and I think Ahlers, you had them at 12-5, or you had them up there. Yeah,
I had them winning a lot of close games.
Yeah, so he believes in a lot more than I do. I feel like the Patriots did the spend as much money as possible to get a winner, and they never gel that way. And I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think Cam Newton will start, and Cam Newton won't be that good. They'll put Mac Jones in. He'll struggle. Could he eventually be good? Possibly. I don't have a lot of faith in him, but I think it's going to be another rough year for Patriots fans. So I don't know. What do you have? I don't know. I just can't see Arizona not. I don't know. I don't know why I have so much faith in Arizona.
Because they beat you with that Hail Mary play? I don't know.
Like, I should hate them, right? I should be biased against them. I'm sorry, Vernon.
I wouldn't say all that.
But I don't know. I have faith in him. My pocket quarterback. Ever since he come out, I always said that Kyler Murray was every bit the talent that everybody thought Lamar Jackson was. They scream about Lamar Jackson MVP and Lamar Jackson's such a great quarterback. No, The only time Lamar Jackson can complete throws is because everybody thinks he's going to run. And even then it's questionable of whether or not he'll complete them. If he's going to overthrow, he only really that MVP year hit tight ends, and that's only because everybody's scared of him running and everybody's starting to get used to him. He really can he be a good quarterback? Yes, I think he can. I think he has the ability to read and do what he needs to do, but he can't have a run-first offense. He has to have a pass-first offense where he runs when he needs to, kind of the Josh Allen way, what Josh Allen was last year. But I don't think his coaches are going to do that, and I think his coaches are going to ruin him. But I think Kyler Murray has better coaching, and he has the ability to throw first but runs if he needs to. And as long as he can stay healthy this year, I think they made the right moves. I think J.J. Watt will stay healthy. I think he'll be a factor. I think this will be, like his swan song. This is going to be his last hurrah, whatever you want to call it. I think he's going. He's going.
Yeah.
And this is, if he does good, I think this will be kind of when he calls it quits or, gets that point. Because, J.J. Watt's kind of like a Peyton Manning. He could do anything outside of football he wants right now.
Yeah.
He has the charisma. He has the talent. He has the look. So.
I mean, I hope he gets a resurgence because it's like seeing him get all those injuries in Houston.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they won't have to use him as much as they do in Houston because of the talent they have on that team.
Yeah. Well, with him and Chandler Jones, if they can stay on the same defense, like for more than 2 games that season, they can be pretty nasty.
Yeah, no, that is 100% true. So we are both in agreement here on Up the Gut, which, again, I always feel bad whenever I pick Buffalo to win and to go Super Bowls because I feel like I'm being biased and a homer. But, again, all the years I didn't do it, I can look at it pretty good, and I just go game by game. Will Buffalo be as good as I say? Maybe not, but they're going to be damn close.
And that's the thing to remember. Like, these are very early predictions. There's so much that can happen between now and the playoffs.
This time last year, I picked a Buffalo-Dallas Super Bowl, and it looked like it might be on that trajectory, and then no Dak Prescott. Zeke decided to take a vacation midseason, and we got the Washington football team winning the division at 3-82. So, anything else you have to say? You want to throw a too early prediction on the MVP in there?
I don't know about MVP. It could be Mahomes again.
I think Josh Allen gets his first
be
one.
Josh Allen.
If they go 16-1 like I predicted, or 15-2, or even 14-3, if they win the AFC, he's gonna win it.
If he puts up the same kind of numbers as last year and they go 16-1, then he'll be MVP.
Yeah. So that's.
But if he regresses and they have to rely on like
Devin Singletary
or their defense more.
You know what? I'm going to put that out there. I think we're going to see the resurgence of Devin Singletary.
Well, first you have to run the ball.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's going to happen. I got to get this off. Aiden is no longer live. He was talking to Sean Spears. That was actually a pretty good show.
I bet.
So, well, anything else you want to add on any too early prediction? Anything you want? And we'll probably do somewhere over the next couple of weeks or before the season starts. We'll do our MVP predictions. I don't know. We may not. I don't know. We'll see what Matt wants, but we'll figure something out. But anything you want to add in this section before I hit the outro of this early prediction special?
Penei Sewell, Rookie of the Year.
Penei Sewell, Rookie of the Year.
I mean, he probably won't because he's offensive lineman, but I want it.
No, I want it too. I can get behind that.
But offensive lineman isn't anything.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick will make the Pro Bowl.
That's the one.
Because of us.
That's what we need.
Hashtag Fitz Pro Bowl. And you know what's funny is I've been pushing that for how many weeks now, and I've yet to tweet that myself.
you gotta wait till the season.
Doesn't matter. We all know he'll get there. All right. Well, that was our too early prediction special.
Oh my god, I feel so low energy, like I'm dragging the show, but that was
I know what that feels like, but you're not doing it. Trust me. Having been there, no. Actually, I should have uploaded that, but I didn't. So just in some up the gut news, Ehlers and I actually sat down, played some games. So we have renamed the playlist Play End Games. So I actually have edited one of the 2 videos that'll go up there, and it should be on shortly.
Yeah,
so if you guys,
one of the more fun games of Madden that last time we played.
Yeah, we had 2 games of Madden. It was entertaining. I didn't take it as personally. I did lose both games, but I did not take it personally.
We had to go to overtime one of them.
We did. We shouldn't have, but we did. And it's all because Patrick Mahomes does not know how to slide.
I promised a certain tight end 3 touchdowns, and by God, I was going to give him 3 touchdowns.
He got 3 touchdowns. It took overtime, but he got them. And then we're also looking to possibly do some, maybe not taste stuff so much as, I don't know. I don't really want to do the short videos anymore. It's too hard to do that, and I'm doing a disservice to the whiskey. So I am going to do the Best Blind Bourbon review as part of a show. And Ehlers, if he can make it, may make it. So we have been working on that.
Yeah,
That's just sexy.
Look at that title card.
So, hopefully I've had something lined up for a while, so maybe we'll get to that this Sunday. I am starting to get busier outside of Up the Gut, so
yeah,
we'll see. But look for that. The biggest thing is if you get bored, watch some of the stuff we already have on YouTube. Throw a like down, throw a comment on it. All that stuff helps us get noticed. We're doing our part behind the scenes to try to get this channel grown. But we need your guys' help. We need everybody's help. So if you haven't liked the video and you like it, like it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. There's all sorts of stuff that you can do. And we appreciate everything you guys do.
Yeah, because I can only go back and rewatch the video so many times.
Oh, man, I do it all the time. I mean, I'm literally running right behind me right now.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, we need the views, you guys.
Yep, whatever we do. I mean, the next step, we're up over 160 subscribers. Next step, we really just need to hit 1,000. So that's a big step, but I think we can do it with you guys.
That's 3 zeros.
Yes, not a big thing. My big thing I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to get Dave Portnoy to absorb Up the Gut into Barstool and just do it that way.
That'd be fun.
So if you guys see him, just tell him to put down the pizza and watch Up the Gut. I don't mean that in a mean way, I promise.
Yeah.
Any flip that guys this week?
Do you have any?
I mean, give me a second. I probably think of one, but no, I don't. Like it's been such a light week. I just don't really think I have anything.
It really was. It was super quiet, and we don't need to be negative every week. Not during the off season anyway. But once
I'm negative every week. Don't even worry about it.
But once the regular season rolls around, I can almost guarantee you every week I'll find somebody to be mad at.
You know what? I got one. You ready?
Flipping, dadgummit!
Ooh, who's that?
Flip you, China.
Oh.
They dropped the crypto market.
The whole
it's recovering. But they dropped it overnight. Like when I went to bed, it was down so much, and it was all China's fault. So you know what, China? Flip you.
Flipping, dadgummit!
Is that the first time we flipped a country?
Yes. Yes, it is.
There you go.
How are we supposed to make real money off of our fake money if you're not going to help us out, China?
You don't even have to help us out. Just shut up about it. Don't say anything. Listen, I'm riding, like Dave Portnoy and we riding that safe moon to the moon. Like I was on there before he announced this, so I was glad he did. But listen, I've got to somehow make money to support this show, and I'm going to do it with the fake money that I don't understand.
That's right.
But damn it, I have real money invested in the fake money that's going like this, and I just don't get it.
It's worse than the stock market.
Oh, it is. Stock market makes sense to me. This does not. I have looked into it. I've researched it. I've invested money in it, and I still don't understand it. All right, Matt, what do you got for us? Anything you want to say to the people? We're doing one of the Up the Gut first and coming in under an hour, but you're sick. I don't want to keep you too long. We didn't have a whole lot, so
yeah, not this week. And like I said, I'm sorry that this is how I sound this week. If it's your first time watching, but by next week this should be all cleared up.
oh, I hope so. Not for the show, but for your health.
Yeah,
If you have a cold for another week, I'll have to like ship you a bottle of bourbon or like have one drizzly delivered to you, because that's how I always kill the colds. Is I just get whiskey drunk, and that's probably why I haven't had a cold in a while, because I just drink whiskey all the time now.
It's only during this time of the year because like winter tries to stick around, but summer's trying to kick in. We don't really get a spring. And
No, I get it.
I sent you the picture of that weather report. The weather's just so up and down, and my body just doesn't take it well.
No, mine's the same way. Whenever we have that, it's not as drastic as yours, or maybe it is. I don't know, but we have it's whenever you have the 60s in the day and the 30s at night, that kills me.
Well, my problem here is it's been 60s the past couple of days, and now tomorrow or Friday it's going to be 30s and snowing.
That's stupid. Tell them to stop it.
I wish. That's why I can't wait to come home, because at least in Missouri it knows when to stop snowing.
I mean, we get random May snows, so don't you pigeonhole us. Don't you tell us what to do. I'm just watching the weather right now.
I don't know. I lived quite a few years in Missouri. I don't remember ever seeing May snow.
I've seen it in the last decade, probably twice. Yeah. Maybe the last 15 years I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
And I've also never seen a September snow in Missouri.
I couldn't tell you for sure. I don't think I have.
Yeah, but this past winter we had the last 2 days of September we had 30 inches.
Okay, that's just stupid. Why do you live there? That's stupid. Stop living there. That's stupid.
Well, here in a little while, I am going to stop living here because I have to get home in time for the regular season.
You told me you would. You better, you son of a gun.
We'll find a way.
Yeah, we will. All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Please subscribe. Show them again how easy it is.
Oh, you want me to show them how easy it is? Well, it's like, okay, do you guys have this thing? It's called a smartphone. If it was any easier, it'd be your mom.
Oh, dang.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dang.
But while we're on the subject,
don't listen to Patrick. We love all the ladies.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Come on, give us the outro, Ailers.
You saw how easy it is to subscribe, get the updates, tell all your friends. But if for some reason you don't do any of that for us, then at least do us this one thing and tell your moms about us.